I think ready na, no? Tama ba? Ready na ang ating smart pick and bans para sa ating second game between Team Mugen versus Valiant Warriors. Hindi na natin papatagalin pa. Again, yung mga napiling heroes kanina, hindi na ulit pwedeng i-pick ng bawat team. So, kung ano lang yung pinik ng bawat team, for the side of, halimbawa, Valiant Warriors, they can still pick the Crixie if they want to, or the Hayate, since they did not pick it. Ang hindi lang nila mapipick is yung na-pick na nila kanina.
Yeah, like the Lorian, no more Kraknak as well. By the way, guys, we do want to remind you to pwede natin i-share, like and share the stream to give the best possible exposure para sa mga teams na ito, because one of these 8 teams will be the one or can be the one to represent the Philippines in the international scene, and napaka-deserve nila yung the exposure and also being watched by many people kasi dito nila pinapakitang gilas kung gaano sila kalakas. Look at so far the initial bans in our smart pick and bans. Nakikita natin yung respeto nila sa mid lane heroes sa ginamit nila kanina dito, Lorian and Crixie.
Nasa mid ang lakas yata ngayon talaga, no? Nasa mid ang lakas.
I'm praying for one thing though. Please, either ban or pick the Aya. I mean, it's really strong.
Parang yan talaga yung ano mo no? Well, given naman, bakit? Kasi bakit siya yung pinipili? I mean, or high prio in terms of like, we wanna go for that reserve. But I think there's much higher priority sa mga teams natin ngayon. At least, for Team Mugen tsaka Valiant Warriors for our mid lane picks. Again, respeto sa Crixie, ayaw ibigay yung Crixie, ayaw ibigay yung Lorion. May Tulen pa, hindi pa na-pick si Tulen, by the way. So, ayan, we'll see if magkakaroon ng, or makikita natin si Tulen later on.
Well, Tachi is gonna get taken away here by Team Mugen. We haven't seen the Elsu being prioritized just yet. Kadalasan nakikita natin na prepare up sa isang, what do you call that? Tulen. Yun yung magandang combo sa kanya. So far, nakikita natin sa kanila na pinaprioritize sila na, really strong in the meta as well. Yung mga Hayate, Violet, Lorion. Pero dito, dahil pinik na yung Tulen, they can actually have either Elsu or baka ang piliin dito ng Valiant Warriors is a really good frontline like Rictor, maybe Wonder Woman. Pwede natin sila makita na gumamit ng hero like a Superman para kumpleto ulit yung draft na meron sila.
I would like to remind the teams as well na autoban po si Yue tsaka si Thorn. So, kung gusto nyong mag-save ng ban slot, pwede hindi nyo na rin sila i-ban. Pero kung I think yung mga teams naman natin, minsan nag-skip sila ng ban, di ba? So, ayan, sinasadya na nila. So, I guess pwede rin strategy nila yan na para lang instead of not banning anything, badala ko natin yung autoban na hero. Pero, ayun nga, nasa mage pa rin ang lakas or nasa mid ang lakas. Tulen is gonna go here. Oh, by the way, you mentioned kanina, di ba, Giyang? Of course, Tulen, pwede siya mapunta sa mid, pwede siya mapunta sa jungle, so we don't know as of yet.
Pero nagugustuhan ko yung nakikita ko dito. We're gonna be seeing Pina being locked in here and knowing how you do like this hero. May mga expectations ka dito?
Feeling galing. Yes. But of course, nasa execution niya tulad ng sinabi natin. Merong sustain dito para sa side ng Team Mugen. And nakita natin mukhang preference talaga nila yung mga utility, mga mage support para sa side nila. They had the Alice a while ago. Now they have the Payna. So, as you can see, the comfort is there. So, makikita natin yung maybe it's gonna be the DS layer in the side of Team Mugen that's gonna be going for the front line or the bruiser type again. And it's gonna may respeto rin kasi ako kay Tulen So yes, siguro kahit may heals ka, but again, Thunderbird, pag andyan na yan, pag snowball na talaga ito si Tulen, may Hayate tarp ka talaga. And look at that, meron pa silang Thane dito, they have a shredder like that of the Hayate. So kahit sabihin na natin na may hiling galing sa Mugen, medyo parang nakakatakot. But hindi pa naman tapos ang draft kasi may 3 slots pa tayo na pwedeng i-pick dito ng Silent Team Mugen. So they can still make up for in terms of the front line and of course the damage as well.
Yeah, and nakikita natin, okay, Valiant Wars, they are gonna be picking up the Hayate for that really insane amount of damage and burst. Team Mugen, I think, yung magandang synergy hero dito para sa Paina is, normally nakikita natin, Telanas, maybe Kafeni, sometimes si Brunilda, mga sobrang sakit na late game hyper carry, but they're focusing right now on the front lines. Meron na silang Zephyrs na kaka-pick lang nila ngayon. So, on the second banning phase natin sa smart pick and bans, we can see that Valiant Warriors might actually start to remove some of these late game scaling marksmen.
We'll have to see on that. Again, like you mentioned, wala pa tayo nakikita ditong Elsu na alam naman natin kapag talagang sniper ka no? Napakasakit. So, imagine mo na lang, nasa side yun ng Team Mugen. I mean, they can match up in terms of the burst damage that he can deal. But at the same time, medyo mahirap i-predict. But I'm liking the draft, the first 3 picks of Team Valiant Warriors dito. Again, the respect, I have so much respect on Tulad. Traumatize no? Traumatize sa RG. Tulad ako ng Tulad, Crixie ako ng Crixie.
They're not picking it. Pero, why? Pero ito yung parang yun yung gusto natin makita eh. Pero, okay, chill. We gotta chill.
For sure. The
Slims
respected in here.
Also the key.
The chi, yeah. But, well, siguro habang nag-iisip pa sila ng picks nila, no? Again, mga players natin dito, Team Mugen, dating Phoenix Strikers, Team 2, they have been playing siguro since halos OG days na rin ng Arena of Valor. But Valiant Warriors, kahit na medyo bago sila sa scene, or at least in terms of how I'm familiar with the names that they have in here, iba yung galawan nila. So nakaka-curious, parang sarap i-interview saan silang galing games, alam mo yun, diba? So we have a lot of different games dito sa ating Sibol National Team Selection. And nakaka-curious kung saang game galing. Kasi very disciplined yung galawan ng Valiant Warriors eh. In terms of team, ikaw, I mean, yun din ba yung na-observe mo from our game 1?
Yeah,
or ako lang
actually, yun nga, ang term na gusto kong sabihin para i-describe sa kanila, yung efficient, yun nga, and also the discipline was shown during game number 1. Kaya talagang, halos planchado talaga yung galaw nila. All throughout the game. May mga mishaps ang onte. Siguro, miscalculation ng kung mananalo sila sa isang team fight. But overall, they have been making the necessary plays based on kumbaga textbook playstyle to win a game. Valiant Warriors ang nagpapakita nun. For Team Mugen, they're kind of more on are experimenting on where they actually are gonna have that advantage. Maybe this is the time. Madami pa naman silang option while tinanggal na yung Slims and Brunilda. They still have the Kafeni or Telanas.
Yeah. Valor yun. Diba? Pero, yeah, especially Valor, usually pinaka-counter din yan sa isang Hayate. But they're gonna go for the Joker. Babawi sila in terms of burst damage dito. In terms of pairing the Joker and the Pina lang sa lane nila, medyo tricky lang siguro. So, parang nabaliktad yung situation. Kanina nung game 1, ang madaling i-execute sana yung composition ng Team Mugen, with yung mga iisipin mo, very basic, ganito lang yung gagawin. Ganon, fufront lang si Arthur, tapos free hit lang sa likod itong ating mga class cannon. Now, this time, nakikita natin yon dito sa side ng Valiant Warriors. So, sige, frontline ka lang din. Free hit lang ako dito sa likod. Sabi ni Hayate. And then, same goes for itong si Tulad. But then again, Tulad, we don't know as of yet if imimid yan or ilalagay sa jungle. So, we have to wait. But meantime, Valiant Warriors, talagang nagde-deny lang sila dito ng mga marksman. Your favorite, I don't know, maybe one of your favorites.
No, Aya though. So, okay din naman. we do see this as a sometimes support, sometimes a solo, yun Taara. We're not gonna be seeing them pick up the Aya though, so hindi siya yung immortal duo na ina-expect ko. They're looking in the Darcy in the mid lane, so or Darcy as their mage, so possible na makita natin na lang yung Palen in the jungle, which is kind of common as well. Yung Joker pick though ng Team Mugen, it's not what I expected them to have that pair with the Paina, but it is a really good matchup against the Hayate though. So it kind of makes sense. I'm looking forward though on their last pick. Are they gonna be going on a double marksman? Since halos kompleto na yung draft nila? Or are they gonna be just adding a frontline? No! They're getting the Kriknak.
They're gonna go for an assassin. So it could be the Zephyrs in the DS lane and the Kriknak in the jungle. So looks like they wanna... Pero mga mahihirapan si Kriknak dito. Well, then again, Kriknak naman, kapag mga bandang late game na nakakuha na ng items dito, hindi na problema eh. Kahit sabihin pa natin may Taara dyan, tsaka Tain. Pero ang problema kasi, dalawa to. Okay lang kung isa eh. Pero dalawa kasi ito. Tapos nandiyan pa may Hayate pa. Nandiyan din naman si Tulen. So medyo tricky. Siguro I would have preferred na Bruiser na lang. But we'll see. I mean, Kriknak yan eh. I have so much respect for Kriknak din. The damage is real for this one too. But based nung sa play na pinakita ng Valiant Warriors, alam nila kung saan sila pupunta. Alam nila kung saan sila mag-go. Alam nila kung saan sila magbaback. So, we just have to see, I guess, sa execution.
They strive on... Well, Kriknak really strives on isolated fights and mistakes na pwedeng gawin ng isang kalaban. Siguro yun ang gugustuhin ko tayo ng Team Mugen. Especially that most of the heroes dito na gamit ng Valiant Warriors are actually scaling. And Team Mugen wants to have that early game advantage, especially that most of their heroes actually have a freaking time bomb, kumbaga. Joker, even though he does a lot of damage in the early game, in the late game as well, hindi siya kasing tulad ng mga hyper carry marksman na kaya talagang massive amounts of damage. And the Hayate can actually be much more scary pagdating sa late game, especially when paired up by the Tulen and also sa ibang frontline sa meron sa draft ng Valiant Warriors.
Iniisip ko talaga, napapaisip ako sa play na pwedeng gawin ng Team Mugen dito. Medyo, like, again, pinag-usapan natin yung combo ng Paina at saka Joker dun sa ating Dragon Lane. Medyo tricky, pero bawi naman kung pag-uusapan lang natin yung 1v1 versus the Hayate as well as the Joker. But at the same time, the initiate, we'll see it definitely coming from the Alistair as well as itong ating jungle. From the side of Team Valiant naman, in terms of the initiate, of course, gonna be the Tain. Medyo, of course, kailangan, in terms of mechanical play, medyo tricky lang din. Dapat alam mo talaga kung saan ka magtatago na bull, saan ka man tutulak. So, I mean, we'll see. Pero, I guess for the second game, I'm gonna go for the lineup of Team Valiant Warriors. Mas madali siyang intindihin at in terms of execution, mas standard siya para sa ating game 2.
Yeah, kasi actually, even if the Taara doesn't have an Aya, nakikita din natin yan on other tournaments. I even saw it in the AIC being used on the Dark Slayer lane as a solo. And sobrang okay din siya mag-split push. And ang hirap pag nag-draw siya ng attention kasi ang taas din naman ng sustain niya. So epal lang yan all throughout, trying to mess with the rotations of the enemy team. In this case, sa Team Mugen. Kapag magawa nila yon, tapos hindi nila mapatay yung Taara, mas makaka-open opportunities yan para sa Valiant Warriors, which was their initial strategy during game number 1 as well. Makaka-push sila, makakuha ng objectives, makakuha ng pick-offs. And as we dive into the game, make sure guys to like and follow and also share the stream as well para makita or mas marami ang makakita ng plays na pwede gawin dito ng both teams. Speaking of the plays, a gank already in the bot lane initiated by Ultimecia, but it's not gonna be that much successful. Team Mugen's Dragon Laners are still pretty healthy.
Yes. Pero ito na nga, ang side ng Team Mugen, they're gonna go for that invade. Makikita natin, bawas ang buhay agad ni Taara. But of course, that is a very tanky. Kahit sabihin pa natin sa early game time, kaya niya mag-survive. Pero, I like what Valiant Warriors did doon sa pagiging aggressive nila sa Dragon Lane ng Team Mugen. Again, we have been talking about the pairing of the Kena and the Joker. Kind of like, again, hindi normal, hindi natural. Pero I think ayun lang yung in-abuse ng Valiant Warriors. Kaya sila go lang, sugod lang. And again, easy contest for Valiant Warriors. They're going to dance on the Abyssal Dragon.
Yeah, alam nila kung gaano sila advantageous pagdating dun sa mga objective taking. But we do see on the other side an assassination by this time Cult.ph. Really nice skill that will allow them to equalize the objective taking by getting this Dark Slayer. So kahit paano, Team Mugen, they're fighting back. They're showing some good signs of hope so far in this early game, which is really nice to see, knowing that their comp is having a balance in a way of damage and also sustain, similar to game number 1.
That is so true. So, could be anybody's game, 300 lang naman ang lamang dito so far. Actually, talagang nagbabalance pa. So, hindi ito yung tulad na, hindi ito yung tulad na nangyari kanina, yung Valiant Warriors, in-abuse yung DS lane side ng Team Mugen. But talking about the DS lane side, I think the reason why, of course, na hindi ito yung binuli nila, kasi may nakita silang opportunity dito sa bot lane ng Valiant, or rather ng Team Mugen. At ito nga, bakbakan ulit.
Yeah, they're trying to get an assassination. Pero ang ganda ng crowd control na yun. Cope.ph is in the backside, but look at that crowd control brought to you by Valiant Warriors. That was unexpected. So Sorax will get taken down here on the top lane. We're seeing a 1v1 by both front lines. Taara, though, is kind of struggling, and he has to disengage for the meantime. Gulayo ba? Medyo nalugi siya doon and even had to recall back to base. Looking at the replay, ganda nung setup ginawa ng Valiant Warriors.
Definitely. There's just gonna be the Valiant charge and tamang free hit lang dito. Ang Kuya mo Tulen na Thunderbird for the last hit as well. Hindi makakasurvive talaga. Dahil again, early game time, very squishy talaga itong si Colt.ph. Wala pa masyadong damage. Kahit nga si Taara dito sa taas ng mapa natin, wala siyang takot kasi alam niya, the damage, kahit hindi ganun kalaki yung damage niya, sustain is there. Hindi siya matatakot na kahit magpunta siya sa ilalim ng torre. And then again, look at that. That Tulen at 2-0-1 this early game time.
Yeah, gana talaga ka lakas makipagbalag-baga ng isang Tulen, since mobility and the damage is really high. At ito yung strategy lang. Porky Pops as si Taara is just gonna be busy attracting members of Team Mugen, since yun nga, may sustain naman siya, especially whenever he has that ultimate. Ganda daw ng so far picks nila with a Thane. Kaso nga lang, na-suppress ngayon, Taara, popping out the ultimate to have that insane amount of regeneration, and dito naman sila strike back with a Thane dash for that crowd control. He got the trade, pero it's still not worth it. Valiant Warriors take 2 just in time for the Abyssal Dragon to actually spawn up, and for sure, titake na nila ito.
Usually, pag lugi ka, you don't go into a fight. You try to find other objectives, but apparently, hindi yung ginawa ni Colt.ph. Pumasok pa rin siya. Is there gonna be a steal? Apparently not. Pero Gigang, anong bakbakan na nangyari?
Grabe naman yung sustain na meron dito sa side ng Valiant Warriors. We're not seeing it on the side of Team Mugen kahit meron silang pake na Valiant Warriors are just messing with them right now. Even A-Storm being 2 in the front line, the Thane dash, they should avoid it kasi grabe talaga yung crowd control na binibigay dito. Well, I can't read the name, but the Thane is definitely doing work to allow that other members to deal their damage. Yun yung ginagawa niya. Set up, the dash, the crowd control, the knockback. Parang Superman na rin yung gamit niya eh.
Si Otena Kodako, si Godwin Katubig ang ating day. Otena Kodako ang ating Japanese player dito. Pinoy yan. Lahat to Pinoy, guys. So, just to clarify, gusto niya lang Japanese name.
Nababasa mo? Like, wow.
O, nag-aaral tayo ng basic lang.
I wish I could do that.
Japanese. Pero kung baka naman tayo dito, naman ang gulayong mapumura sa mapa. Gayang, what else?
No, nabura na, and they're going for more. Rabbit Tank is trying to back away, but he's not gonna be allowed to do so. Yan na naman. Nauulit na naman yung nakaraan. Valiant Warriors setting up for plays. Every time Team Mugen makes even the slightest mistake, hindi hahayaan ng Valiant Warriors na maka-atras sila ng walang punishment. Yung setup, napakaganda. Even if we check out the replay after they took out that Dark Slayer, wala, talagang sugod kung sugod yung meron sa kanila. The mindset.
Well, we know na ang pinaka nagro-rotate talaga dito sa mapa, the jungle, the mid lane, and the support. Pero kasi sa nakikita natin sa sides na nangyayari sa Team Mugen, they have been reactive. So kung nasaan yung Valiant Warriors, din sila napupunta. And that's the reason why mas lalo silang napapunish. And look at this now, we have 5k gold lead in favors of Valiant Warriors. Kasi hindi sila nagka-counter objective. But eto na nga, mapakawin sa baba ng mapa natin. Yeah.
Main setup, but they sustain though. Sorak is really high from one hit away back to half health. Pero napakalaking burst naman nun. Deadly motion with the last hit. And Valiant Warriors, ito na naman. Tuloy-tuloy lang yung apat. Habang yung isa si Porky Pops, distraction sa top lane. He will get the attention or draw the attention of CoPH, but they don't mind. Yan yung strategy nila eh. 1v2, okay lang, basta mabuhay yung Taara. Antayin nila mag-spawn itong Holy Dragon and to take nila ito.
At eto na nga, no. Again, they've been reacting. Titignan natin dito, look at that Taara is just all alone on the top side. So medyo, feeling ko medyo nako-confuse dito ang Team Mugen. Okay, wait, ano ba? Iko-contest ba natin to? Try ba natin mag-steal? Pero siguro yung steal chance na lang nila dito might be coming from the damage of the Joker if kakayanin, ano? Pero sobrang tricky ng situation ng Team Mugen. Ikaw ba, Gia, sa tingin mo, ano ang dapat gawin ng Team Mugen dito? Kanina nabanggit ko, counter objective, but is there anything else that you see na dapat nilang gawin para makabawi sila sa Valiant Warriors?
Well, yung hero kasi malakas din yun. Especially kapag up. Mas gawa nilang i-sustain siya ng napakatagal, pwede sila manalo sa team fight. No? But so far, the burst are just so much coming from the side of Valiant Warriors. Tuloy-tuloy lang sila because they do have the necessary crowd control to set it up. So far, ngayon, on that last team fight, nakita natin nakasurvive ng on-team Team Mugen. That is a good sign coming in from them. While they try to take down the Taara again onto the top lane, medyo mahirap na lang ito, and they have to give that Holy Dragon in a short while after they have lost. Rabbit Tank might even have to give this security tower in the bot lane, and looking at the gold 6k, medyo mataas na ito.
Maganda yung space creation na ginagawa ng Arthur natin dito. Yung 6k na ko. The space creation is there in such a way makaka-free-hit itong si Deadly Motion sa ating Torre. And eto, makakasurvive ba si Kuya mo 40 Fox? Dalawa to versus 2. Pwede pa siya makasurvive dito. Gonna go for the whirlwind. And yes, he was able to survive. Ganyan, kakunat ang Taara.
Oh my. Yan yung malaking hassle na binibigay kapag may isang Taara. You spend so much resources trying to get that one kill. Just one kill on the one split pushing onto the top. You can't even get that. And what do you lose in the process? Para ano yan eh, kumbaga, investment, opportunity cost ang nangyari, wala sa kanila dyan. Dito, dahil we expended so much time to the Taara, nag-reset sila, try to push on the bot side. May opportunity ngayon yung Valiant Warriors para makasecure ng isa na naman na objective, which is maybe the Slayer na mag-aalaw sa kanila ngayon na makapag-push lalo.
Naku po, nahuli ng dimensional cube dito. Ang Kuya Mugulayo, makakatakas pa nga ba? Medyo may konting habol dito. Deadly Motion on the run. Love to see. Hindi na nakatakas. Look at that King's Glory.
Napakaganda. And they even get more. Taking down again Rabbit Tank, and they're gonna be trying to maybe end this game because they're pushing in the mid lane, knocking onto the base of Team Mugen. There's nothing that they can do. Wala silang pang wave clear ngayon since Rabbit Tank is down. And look at the Team 5 being forced here, securing that emo wipeout. And since patay na lahat, Valiant Warriors, they will secure this 2-0.